Hey y'all, Pam here with BeeCreative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. So y'all, tonight I'm going live through YouTube instead of StreamYard, and I don't know if I like it. Okay, let's see if we can see the comments coming in. I know one thing, y'all can see all of my mess behind me. I don't see that when I do it through StreamYard. So is anybody here yet? And there's no intro, but I wanted to check this out just to see. I know it's going to take people a few minutes to come in here because I had to reschedule the live. I scheduled it earlier on my phone at work because I decided I was going to try to go through YouTube tonight instead of going through. Okay, I'm hooked on something. Hold on. Instead of going through StreamYard because I wanted to check out some of the features that YouTube has through their lives now. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Hey, Lisa. Welcome in. Hey, Tammy. Okay, I'm still hooked. What have I done, y'all? Nope. Okay, so I'm hooked on yarn in more ways than one. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. My charger was hooked on yarn and it was like not pulling. Okay, so I wanted to see how it goes through YouTube. I saw somebody else go live through YouTube the other night and they were able to like share screen and all that kind of fun stuff, which reminds me I need to get my screen up that I want to share with y'all tonight. But I figured the easiest way to figure out what happens when you go live through YouTube is to go live through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what we can do in here. Okay, so y'all, the hat. This hat is the same pattern as this one that I wore a few weeks ago with the granny clusters, except this was made with chenille. I'm not sure I'm loving it. That's why it never went up for sale. It turned out a whole lot bigger. But I was cold, y'all, because old man winter showed up and told Mother Nature it's still wintertime. So he showed up with a vengeance and it's cold. Okay, so let's see what all kinds of nifty little things we can do here. Okay, so there's edit, there's the share screen. Well, there's two. Okay, oh, I guess this is the share out my live. So there's a share button so you can share out the live. Okay, and are we backwards? Nope. Okay, it's new. It's new. It's different. It's different. That's all it is. Hey, Gentry. So I'm just trying to see what everything looks like. The screen looks different. Everything looks a little different. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of try it out and see. Okay, so there is a little plus sign down here. So what is that? Okay, so this makes it easier for doing polls and Q&As. So right here, I can go. I wonder if I could share this screen. Probably not. Let's see. That shows everything. That shows just that. I guess not. I was going to show y'all what this says. Okay, so if you ever decide to go tiny, he keeps running across my leg to get to the other side of the room. So he has claws and they hurt. Okay, in the bottom right corner, there was a little plus sign, I think. Let me close this. Yeah, there's a little plus sign with a little blue dot. So I clicked it. And that's where you can start a Q&A. So like if you're going live and you want to ask if you want to use it as a prompt, you can ask a question to get your viewers to answer. You can also do a poll. So if you're like, hey, do you like this better in red or blue? You can do a poll and let everybody vote. So that's kind of neat. Hey, hello, mommy. Hey, Cats Gallery. She said, hello, everyone. Gonna be here. It's gonna be 83 degrees here in Southern Cal. Seriously? Dang. So last week, actually not even last week, maybe like a few days ago, it was in the 60s here. No, I guess it was because it started getting colder on Sunday. So yeah, last week we were in the 60s and today it's been low 40s. But now it is 23. So, but anyway. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. We're going live through YouTube just to see how it differs from StreamYard. I know it's very different. in StreamYard, I can play all the little videos and stuff, and that may be something that this can do. Like, I thought about it, if I put my videos, like, on another screen, I could go into share screen and then show my videos that way. So, like, but anyway. Kids Gallery says, I love snow. Me too. Okay, so I wonder if I click on y'all's, if I can show your comments. Let's see. We're going to go up here. We're going to test it on Kimberly's. No, it's the same options as if I were in the chat on YouTube, like just in the video or watching. So you can like go to channel, pin the message, but you can't show it on screen. Okay. So StreamYard, Restream, Streamlabs, all of those are more not really user friendly. They're more content creator friendly as far as showing things to the viewers. Hey, Granny D! She said, KC and the Moonshine Gang Raid. Well, welcome in, Miss Granny D. I was just telling them I'm testing out YouTube, going live through YouTube instead of going through one of the streaming services just to see. My mom said it is supposed to be 12 degrees Tuesday morning. You know, if it's going to be 12, it may as well just go ahead and snow, right? Because just snow. Just snow. Okay, so let me show y'all what I have finished making, my off the hook. And where's the box? Okay, so remember this little kit that I told you I bought from Michael's? Well, he's chenille, which I knew. Okay, so I am backwards. Okay, that's weird. So I'm moving him left and he's going right. Okay. See, that's one thing in StreamYard that always flipped so I would know which way I was going. Okay, so here we go. So this little guy here, the little koala, not a fan of working with chenille, even though I did this hat in chenille. But he turned out really cute. Now his eyes are stitched on. So he doesn't come with any eyes. So this would be kid friendly, newborn friendly, baby friendly. So if they chew on it, you don't have to worry about them choking on parts. But he did turn out super cute. Kimberly said they're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Hey, Rudy. And Granny D says, but the writing is the right way for y'all to see. Well, that's good. At least that part, yeah, so you can see my let it be. It's just, I usually mirror the image for me. Well, I'm glad to know that what y'all are seeing is correct. So at least y'all aren't flipped. But it just makes it hard on me when I'm trying to point to something and it's the opposite way on the screen. But it's okay. But yeah, so this is the little dude. This is this little guy. And I'm working on another one. Not with him. Okay, so the pattern didn't tell me what size crochet hook came with this. I didn't bring it in here. It's just a no-name hook. Let's see. Thought I had one in here from another kit, but it looks a whole lot like the ones you can get at Dollar Tree. It's just a plastic hook with a little ball on the end of it, but it doesn't have a size on it. So if I decide I want to make this guy again, I will just have to guess as to what hook, or just grab my favorite hook and my favorite yarn. I do have a hook size gauge. What is it? A gauge, a size gauge, wooden gauge for hooks. So I could figure out what size he is. That'll be a project for another day. Okay, let's see if I'm all caught up in the chat, and I am. So, all right, so what I was telling y'all about the hat, the stitch is lost in this hat. It's the same as this one, and I still haven't done a tutorial for it yet, but it's the little granny clusters. It's just a little newsboy hat. And I made both of these several years ago. See, he's got the little bill too, but I flipped it up. I just flipped it up. Okay, so let me share screen because I wanted to tell y'all about the sales that Plaid Online is having. So you can find the links in the description box. Granny says, yep, that's what she was going to suggest. Use a gauge for the hook. Yep. So that way I can figure out what size they are, and then I can like write it on it with a Sharpie and like put a piece of tape around it or something. So at least I'll know. Because the hooks themselves weren't bad. Even though they're inexpensive plastic hooks, I like those better than the little the really tiny metal ones that they give you that are real flimsy. So I really didn't mind the hook at all. Hold on. Y'all don't mind my junk back here. Hold on. I had one. Move my rocks. Let me see if it's in this one. Move my yarn. Let's see. Nope, not in that one. Must be on the other side. Okay, well, I won't make y'all sit here while I dig in the other side. But I'll try to remember to bring one in here next week. I really thought I had one laying in here because it's the same hook that came in another one of the kits that I did, but I'm not seeing it. Hey, Noe, welcome in. But so anyway, yeah. All right, so back to what I was saying. So I want to show y'all some stuff that I keep bumping my, y'all, I'm sorry if my camera is bouncing. I must not have my stand completely. So when I'm hitting my, I'm going to sit back here and stop touching the desk because it's making the camera bounce. But I want to show y'all Plaid Online is having a huge sale. I do have all of the links in the description. Now, if you buy something that is regular price, you can use my coupon code, which is BeeCreative1, BeeCreative1, and that will save you 15% off of your total purchase. Now, if you go right now, though, they're having a site-wide sale of 20% off, and if you order $60 or more, it's free shipping, and they have some great deals on some clearance items. So if you're not familiar with Plaid, Plaid makes folk art. They make Waverly chalk paint, the Waverly wax. This is the chalk. They make Mod Podge, Martha Stewart, folk art, apple barrel. But they also have, do I have any of them behind me? They have gallery glass. So if you've ever used gallery glass, that is a Plaid product. Where's my, there he is. They also have wooden plaques like this guy. So this came like this from Walmart, and then I bought the welcome sign. Both of these are made by Plaid. These came from Walmart. Now, Plaid Online will only ship to the United States. However, you can buy Plaid products in other countries, and I will show you all that when I share screen. So let me do that right quick so I can show y'all some of the cool stuff that you can get at Plaid. And share. Okay, let me go back over here to the live stream and y'all can see it. Can y'all still hear me? Yes, there I am down in the corner. Yay. Okay. All right, so let's close this screen. Okay. So, yes, we are having a 20% off site-wide and 25% off extra off of clearance. So that's why the clearance prices are so amazing right now, is because there's an additional 25% off of them. And the price that you see on screen is with the 25% already off of it. So they have some of these wooden plaques on clearance. But, okay, say okay. All right, let me scroll y'all to the bottom. Hold on. Make sure I'm still sharing. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the, we'll come back to that in just a second, but I want to show those that are outside of the United States where to go. Okay, scroll all the way to the bottom, right down here where it says where to buy. Click on that, and then you can see what countries, see your country, and then find out what retail store you can purchase it in there. I know you can buy Plaid products, because I didn't know this until today. I looked it up, but you can, in the well, here, let's just show you. How about we just click on it since I'm sharing screen and all? Let it think for a second and take us there. Okay, so in Europe, they have Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, the Netherlands. And as you see here, it tells you where you can purchase it. So right down here, if you're in the UK, you can buy it at Hobbycraft. You can find Plaid products at Hobbycraft. Personal Impressions. I do not know what those stores are. If you are over there in the UK, I'm sure you do. And then you can also get it in Australia. Hop on this one here that says Asia. So you can get it at these 2 stores in Australia. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Now let's go back to Plaid and check out some of their sales. Now, we're going to start with the crochet kits because, you know, crochet, right? Okay, so this is the Bacilla kits where you can get all of the different feltings. They have the Bacilla kits for felting, they have crochet, and they also have some cross stitch kits. So I'm going to filter it down by crochet, hopefully. Let's see here. Well, amigurumi. That works because that's what it is. See results. They also have these really nice wooden handles for purses. But here are some of their cute little crochet kits. Now, as you can see, they are on sale right now for $7.19. They also have like 2 packs. Some of them are more, some are less. Now, this little dino, Dan the Dino amigurumi kit, I made him, and the pattern was really easy to follow along with. He turned out really, really cute. I gave him to my grandson. Now, the only thing about this is it does have the safety eyes, and he managed to pull those eyes out pretty quick. So just be aware of that if you're giving this to a little person, if you're giving it to one of your littles, either stitch those eyes on or just be really careful and watch them. But yeah, so these are some of their crochet kits. They're really cute. You can also purchase these crochet kits at Walmart, but right now they're on sale at Plaid Online. Now, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below, and if you click on it, I earn a little bit of coinage if you happen to purchase something when you click on that link, but it does not cost you anything extra. Once you get there, just log into your account or create an account, and you're good to go. And if you want to try all 3 of them, you can buy the whole 3-pack set here for $18. Okay, let me come back over here and see what I'm missing in the chat, if anything. Granny D says, cool. Okay, let me go back over here. Now, let me show y'all the clearance stuff. And I'm going to let you go check out some of the other stuff at Bacilla. But if you like Martha Stewart, they've brought back out her paint line and a lot of her accessories and stuff. They also have Arteza products. So definitely go check them out. But let's check out the clearance. Because I was looking at these prices today and I was like, what? So now this sale, if you are catching this live replay tomorrow, I think the sale ends tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all, if you're watching after the live ends, go check it out. Okay, so these are 8-inch. So I checked these. I don't know if y'all can see where my thing is, my mouse over here. This big letter T, these are 8-inch MDF letters. So they're a good size. Because I was thinking about creating like a banner, and then when I looked at the size, I was like, wow, that would be like, or a board that said BeeCreative to like hang back here somewhere, and I was like, wow, that would be massive. But if you wanted to do something fun for like a kid's room, or decorate a door for a kid's room, or if you wanted to put it on your door to, like, you know, it says craft room, that would be something really fun to do. But check it out, y'all, they're 75 cents. You can also buy these in stores, but 75 cents. Y'all, this hat's getting on my nerves. It keeps scooching down my face. But they have a lot of their paints on sale for $1.12. That's a really good price for the Murano. If y'all have never tried the Murano, that's what it is. It looks like comes in has a little. I'm down here in the corner. I don't know if y'all can see me, but it comes with a little stick, the little pointy tip, so you can get it where you want to go. Where's my little jar? It gives you like a stained glass look, or like a colored glass. What is that? What's the colored glass? Dang it. My brain just went, whoop. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It's expensive. It's really pretty. Oh, it'll come to me after the live ends, or when I go back over to the chat. Like the love word. Okay, so like you can get the welcome, but you can also get love, and it is on sale for 70 cents, y'all. 70 cents. scrolling on, and this little manual turntable here is on sale for $8.75, down from $24.99. So if you like to do, if you have a project that you're wanting to do, where you need to be able to turn it, but you get it all wet with paint, you can get this little turntable, set it on there, and then you can turn it easily from the bottom without having to touch your project. So that's a good price. Let me cruise back over here, check the chat. Let's see. Kimberly says, did he ask you to put the eyes back, or does he prefer his dino without them? I think he prefers his dinosaur without the eyeballs. Granny D says, beats the Woo. Yes, it does beat the Woobles prices. And I want to say at Walmart, the kits run around $10 to $12, and we can go look at it after we look at some more of these. But yeah, they're. Oh, Mr. Nightbot is working. Okay, that was my next thought, or that was one of the things I was thinking about going live through YouTube, was would Nightbot still work? I went and checked the Nightbot website before I started the live, and it looked like he would, and he does. So yay, Mr. Nightbot is working tonight. He is earning his keep. So that is another thing. If you are a creator and you want to go live straight through YouTube and you have Nightbot set up, he will continue to drop your information, and there he is letting you know I am a Plaid affiliate. So you can just click that link right there. Granny D says, Tiffany. Oh, that's one of the expensive ones. Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue. Doggone it. And I have a beautiful bowl that I absolutely love. Hold on. Y'all go see some more mess. Okay. Let me see if I can spin around here without knocking stuff over. Granny D's always talking about how she gonna like fall over the stuff in her room. I can't get to what I want to get to because I've like blocked myself in. So, girlfriend, you ain't alone. I'm right there with you. Carnival glass. See, I told y'all I'd think of it. Carnival glass. So you can get the you can do like a fake faux carnival glass with the Murano. Okay, but yes, Tiffany is also another, and you can also do like a oh, there's this little guy. He's way over here. Here's one that I made using. Can y'all see me down in the corner? I know I'm itty bitty, but I made this guy using the Murano. I'll show it when I go back big again. Okay, back to the clearance stuff. This little birdhouse for $2.62. I thought that was a great price. But this wood panel, it says canvas, but it's not a canvas. It's wood. It's like a wood square, but it's $2.73. But all these are great prices, y'all. I thought so. Have you seen the little wooden frames, like with the hearts in the middle? Those are on sale. Why are we not going to the next page? There we go. So this one is on sale for $2.73, but this little mushroom, which I also have seen at Walmart, he's on sale for 70 cents. Can y'all see this well enough, or do you need me to click on some of these and make them bigger so that you can see them better? If so, just let me know, and I'll open them up. I was looking for the heart frame. If anybody wants to try the Velvet Crush 2-step flocking, they've got it on clearance for $1.40. I've got some of it sitting right here. This is the equivalent of glitter. This stuff goes everywhere and makes a mess, but it does give you a faux velvet, flocked velvet project when you're done, but it does come off like glitter and get everywhere. Just be aware, but they have lots and lots of colors of it on sale. Go back to the chat. Granny D says, I hear you. You'd think I'd pick up my mess, but then I'd just make a pile somewhere else. Same. That's my problem. I have stuff in a pile here, and I go through it and take that pile and set that pile here. And then, it's just moving the piles from place to place. Granny D says she can zoom in. Oh, look, so they've got this folk art multi-surface satin. So these are the 2-ounce bottles, which are this size here. Like the little sizes that you can get at Walmart. You'll see these little guys. But this little guy's 56 cents. So, I mean, go through here, pick out the colors you like. And I like a satin finish. I do, but go through. You can really stock up while they're having this big sale if you are in need of some paint. Okay, here's one of the frames. So this frame is $1.101, and it's got the little doggy paw prints, and then they also have their letters right here. Both of these you can also get at Walmart. However, right now they're on sale on Plaid Online for $1.19 for the letters. So there's the little heart frame, 49 cents. So y'all, you can buy this right now. And again, I know this is at you can get this at Walmart because I was going to pick it up the other day and I ran out of time on my lunch break. But y'all, it's on sale for 49 cents. That is crazy. And with Valentine's coming up, this would be something fun that you could buy, and then you could decorate it. You could decoupage it with some Mod Podge and a napkin, or you could buy some paint pens, which I've got these little apple barrel paint pens, so you could write on them. And again, these little guys I picked up at Walmart, but you can now buy them also at Plaid Online. But that right there, as soon as I saw that heart frame today for 49 cents, I was like, yeah, I'm sharing that with y'all, because I think it's regular. Well, it says $1.39. I think that's about what it is at Walmart. And you can get a similar one at Dollar Tree. I don't remember if I paid $1.25 or $1.50. But heck, 49 cents? Yes, please. Hey, Zach, welcome in. Kimberly says, I will take one of everything and 2 of the good stuff. Right? I'm telling you, I was looking at this during my lunch, and I was like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. So, oh, that's a cute little wood palette. I know you can get those. That's pretty big. That's 12 by 12. That's not little. That's a decent sized wood palette. It's not like the little bitty ones that you get at I figured it would be smaller, but that's 12 by 12. That's a foot. That's big. That is big. If you want to try to do the paint pouring, now if you bought that little spinning thing, I call it a lazy Susan. I don't remember what they called it. I just showed it to you. But you could do that and put your canvas on there and do your paint pour and then spin it so that you get your paint everywhere. Just set yourself on a piece of plastic before you do it. And there's the word hope. Again, I know you can get this at Walmart, but right now it's on clearance for 80 cents at Plaid Online. There's some more of the letters, and you can also get this little plaque at Walmart. It's on sale for $2.80. So lots of great prices. So y'all be sure to go check them out. Let's see. Noe says, I'm making a watermelon kerchief and I'm hand sewing the beads on. Oh, that'll be beautiful. That'll be beautiful. Zach says, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Zach, how are you? I know how you are. I saw you over in Cynthia's a while ago. I think you're doing pretty good. Glad to hear you're doing better. But you can still let us know in the chat. I know you said you're having some testing done towards the end of the month, but share what you want to share. Okay. Now, let us see. He said, doing better than I was in November and December. Yes, because December, is that when you were in the hospital, or was that November, or was it both? I know you were in and out. So I'm glad you're out and doing better. Okay, so let us see. Oh, now by going live in YouTube, I can also see that it said ads will run shortly for some viewers. So I can see that y'all are getting ready to have some ads. it gives me like a little countdown. So that is nice because that is not something that was an option in StreamYard. Like when the ads would play, I couldn't see them, but here I can see it counting down to let me know that the ads are getting ready to play. So that is handy dandy. And boop, ads are playing for some of y'all. Oh, ready? Mr. Zach says lung capacity on the 30th. And yes, he was in the hospital at the end of November. So I'm sure, Zach, that they gave you like the breathing exercises to like expand your lungs and stuff. I know when I had pneumonia, what was that been? 3 years ago now? 4 years ago? I had to breathe in a little machine, and if any of my medical people are still in here, they'll know what I'm talking about, but it's got the little ball in it, and you blow in it, and it pushes the little thing up, or you breathe up, or, yeah. Zach says, the longest 8 days of my life. Oh, Granny D says she's got premium YT, and she loves it. I wish, here, let me see if I can figure out how to get this off of here. Let's see. Stop sharing. And I'm back. When YouTube had their 20th anniversary, they sent me emails about stuff that you could win or get, and I got like a Chipotle gift card and a Subway gift card, and one of the prizes that I missed was a trial of the YouTube Premium. I was so bummed when I went back in, and also got a T-shirt and a couple other things, but that was one of the ones I was like, oh dang, that would have been nice. But it still pops up for me to try it for a month, but I'm afraid that I would really like it a whole lot, and I wouldn't want to cancel it. After the 1 month free trial, I wouldn't want to stop. So let's see. Noe says, apparently the Anaheim Ducks are tapping into the 90s kids nostalgia with their giveaway. It's a goalie mask that looks like it's fit for a duck. That's cute. Hey, Trish, welcome in. She said, good afternoon, 4 p.m. Friday. It is 9 p.m. Thursday for me. Trish says, yeah, free trials are a trap. They are. They suck you in. Just like with, I've been, what is it? The, Kindle Unlimited. But I got to tell you, I've been reading this book series called by Diane Greenwood Muir that Kimberly, the pajama quilter, told me about. And it's called the Bellingwood series, and it is fantastic. There's over 40 books. So plus some like little, no, just over 40. We'll just leave it at that. There's a bunch. There's over 40. I think 48 plus some little shorts that go in mixed in amongst them. But anyway, so probably when you add all those in, over 50. But they're all available on Kindle Unlimited. So it was a lot cheaper for me to just do the Kindle Unlimited so I could read the whole series than buying each individual book. Kimberly says, yep, that's what it is. Like for Gentry with the YouTube. He is so pumped. Yeah. So I just, but what I need to do is I need to pull up what all I can get with YouTube Premium and compare it to all of the other streaming services that I already have and see what would overlap, because there's probably some stuff that I can get on YouTube Premium, because you can get can't you get other stuff with YouTube Premium? Like TV shows and stuff? Let me know, Granny D. And I know they have different plans too. But I was like, if there's certain things that I can get through one streaming service that I can also get from another, then I could pick and choose, and I could cancel one and just have the other. You know what I'm saying? But Trish says, I bought 2 huge bag of books from a 50-cent sale last April. Oh, nice. Granny D says, yep. Kimberly said, you used to be able to get some free movies. I've been watching some free movies for Hallmark on YouTube without the premium, because Hallmark used to be part of Peacock. And then they went and got their new app up and running again, and Peacock, they took it off of Peacock. So I had to watch my Hallmark movies on Prime, and so I didn't get to see any of the new ones, like the ones that came out this Christmas, but I could watch some of the ones from last Christmas and Christmases before and over the years that I hadn't seen before. Good night, Mom. Have a good night. Trish says, I have a website that's free to watch up-to-date TV shows and movies. Oh, that's nice. I wonder if we can get that, I wonder if we can get that here. Now I have, it's not up to date, but like we have Pluto and Roku has some. There are some that show like live channels, but the TV shows aren't up to date. They're like older TV shows. So, and see, I had Hulu. I started out with Hulu. Oh, Trish says it's an American site. Okay, yeah, please do. Yes, please send it to my email. That would be awesome. But I started out with Hulu as the first streaming service that I got because I could get all of the local channels like CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox. Well, then after I'd had it for like maybe 3 or 4 months, CBS got their own app, and so Hulu stopped showing all of the CBS shows unless you had Hulu Live, which of course cost a whole lot more than just the regular Hulu. So anyway, so I didn't have CBS for a long time because I was already paying for Hulu. And then NBC did, was it NBC? Yeah, NBC did the same thing when they came out with Peacock. And then luckily ABC shows are still on Hulu because they're owned by Disney, and Disney and Hulu have combined. So, but yeah, and Fox is still on there. But, so, anyway. Oh, this is the little guy I was trying to show y'all. So this is made with the Folk Art Murano. And this one is with the transparent. But, okay, so most of these are transparent except for this little guy. And he's opaque. But he was pretty. Where's he at? This one? Yeah. This one's that. This one is the iridescent. Zoom. Focus in. Stop looking at me. Anyway. This is iridescent, but he's opaque. So if you don't know, opaque, you can't see through it. The translucent, you can. It's a little distorted, but you can, you could see the image behind it. Like you can see my fingers behind this one wiggling, but this one you can't. But you can see it in there. But anyway. Trish says she gets paid called a lot of things. This jar came from Dollar Tree. I don't know how much it is now. I kind of think it's $1.50-ish, maybe $1.75. When I bought it, it was $1.25. I think. But do I have I did have another one in here. What did I do with him? He was just all clear. There he is. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It looks like this. And then I just filled in the little, sections to make him pretty. I have another one. Okay, stuff's gonna fall when I move this. I know it. I can see the little scarecrows. Don't fall. Don't fall. And there's my other one. Made a couple of them. My plan was to make this one in Christmas colors. I was gonna do it in red, green, and white, maybe some gold. And then I was going to fill it full of Christmas candy, like those hard Christmas candies. Actually, the hard candies that my grandma used to keep in a candy jar that looked exactly like this. But, you know, time got away from me. But I still have the jar, so I can still do it. At the time, I didn't have any red. I had green. I had the green, but I didn't have any red. So I ordered it, and now I have the red. So I can finish it and do it. I just haven't done it. Let's see here. Trish says, I haven't done any crochet or knitting all summer. I haven't felt like sitting still. I understand. Plus, it's hot. When it's hot, it's hard. It's hard to do the big projects because it's hot. Hey, YTFP Chris, how are you? Trish says, yep, having a jar of lollies sitting around is bad for my waistline. I hear you. I had a see mine is chocolates. Like I can put them little bite-sized chocolates in here. Yep. Or I could put them in here. Yeah, I know. So I've decided I'm not a fan of this hat. I just thought I'd share that with you. It's too big. So I need to, like, I need it to go above my ears because it keeps wanting to. So I need to make this one a little, redo this one and make it a little bit smaller. Or give it to somebody with a big old head. Trish said, yep, not really hot yet, but lots of big storms still and flooding. And then really cold again. Gotcha. But it's also summertime, so you probably got stuff that you're wanting to do out and about. For those that missed the beginning, this pattern is the same as this one that I wore a few weeks ago on the live. It's just a little newsboy with the granny square or granny stitch. And I made it up a long time ago, and then I finished it off with just single crochets. I kind of think I made it after. Do y'all remember when Crystal made that the newsboy hat with the puff stitch? I think is what it was. And that then that got me in the mindset of what all you could do in a newsboy hat. And so while I was watching TV, I just kind of whipped it up. Oh, Lisa said her Jericho blanket is going slow, but I like it so far. Awesome. Yeah, I still have 3. Yeah, I have 3 Jerichos that are whips. Oh, which reminds me, so I've got to get my wheel of whips going. Hopefully. So my plan for this weekend is to spin the wheel of whips to see what project I need to be working on. My plan was to finish up the temperature blanket. However, my Hobby Lobby, both of them, the 2 that are near me, are doing inventory, so neither of them have gotten a truck in the last. Well, she told me it had been like 2 or 3 weeks since they had gotten a truck in, and they wouldn't get a truck in until inventory was complete. So they haven't had the yarn I need to be able to finish it. So I ran out of one of the colors, which I thought I had 2 of all of my colors. So either I'm just looking right over that yarn, or I used it in another project and I just forgot and didn't mean to. Trish says, yep, out and about or out in the backyard mowing and weed eating. All the summer things. Yes, ma'am. So I've got to go, and I'm not going to go this week to Hobby Lobby because yarn is not on sale this week. Yarn is on sale next week. Why does this hat, the way I got it flipped up, make me feel like, what's his name on Andy Griffith? Goober. I feel like this is Goober's hat. You know how it flipped up anyway. Trish says she has 2 cardigans to finish, just the button bands. but I hate doing those. I don't mind doing the button bands, but it's sewing the button on. That's what gets me, is the finishing touches of sewing. That's why, like if I make a project that has a bunch of pieces parts, and then I have to sew it all together after I have finished the crochet part, it takes me a long time to do that just because it's not my favorite thing to do. That's why I like join as you go projects, which the little, where'd he go? Where'd I stuff him at? This little guy, he actually didn't have a whole lot of sewing to do on him because you do one leg and then you do the other leg and then you attach them. And then, so you make the leg, only one leg is like fastened off. And then this leg, once you get here, then you just keep going and make his body. Then you sew his little armies on. So not a whole lot of sewing, just his arms, his big old Dumbo ears. But he did turn out cute, and the chenille is very soft. I did have to sew his belly on, but it's not like a good quality chenille. I don't know if y'all can see, but it keeps floofing off. So, like, it's like that a lot, and it's like that when you're working with it. So, but he is cute, and the littles aren't gonna care. They're gonna play with him, and so they picked out. I showed them. I bought one of each of the kits when Michael's had them on clearance, and so they picked out the ones they wanted. So baby girl picked this one out. Little man picked out a lamb. His is about halfway done. I've got the body of the lamb done and one leg, so I have to finish. Whoop, Nancy says, hello, everyone. Lost track of time. No worries. I was just showing them Mr. Koala that I made. I finally did the kit. This one. And even though they're both chenille, the chenille for the lamb is different. The chenille for the lamb is almost more like a faux fur instead of chenille. They're classifying it as chenille, but it's real floofy and real thick. But I don't know how long this guy would last. He's very floofy, but he is cute. And their bodies are flat. He's like a flat Stanley. The only thing that you stuff is the head and the nose, but their bodies are flat. So, but they give you a little pack of polyfill. So, I mean, if you wanted to put a little bit of stuffing, like in the feet or maybe in the arm, you could just, but I guess because the yarn is so thick, he's got a little bit of weight to him, but it said not to stuff the body, you just stuff the head, so. But he's cute. We'll put him back down again. So for those that were coming in late and missed it, we talked about Plaid Online, and Mr. Nightbot will probably drop my affiliate link again. But y'all, Plaid Online is having a 20% off site-wide sale, so be sure to go check them out. Let me give y'all the website. Copy. plaidonline.com. PLAID. And all of their paste. And I'm pretty sure it ends tonight. Stop moving. Pretty sure it ends tonight, but it's 20% off, 25% off, additional off of their clearance prices. So they have got some really, really good deals on some clearance prices. I don't know if the welcome sign, so I bought these separate. So this guy came from Walmart. Well, both of these did, but you can buy them on Plaid Online. But they had some of their wooden plaques on clearance. But they had these for like, what was it, y'all? Like 70 cents. And some of the stuff was like 40 cents and 49 cents. And they've just got some really great prices. They had some paint for 40, what was it, 46, 49, somewhere around in there, cents for the folk art satin 2-ounce little bottles. Plaid Online will only ship to the United States. However, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you know what? Let me just, since Trisha's here, let me show you how you can find out where you can buy Plaid products in your area. Share screen. and here and share. Yeah, like here's one of the like their letters are on clearance for $1.64. It's 40. Here's some folk art for 42 cents. Anyway, this is the clearance. This is where I just sent y'all to in the link. Okay, so if you go to Plaid Online, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, way down to the bottom, and then there's in tiny letters down here, it says where to buy. Click on the where to buy. And then it tells you all the different countries and what store you can buy them in. So let's go. So Ireland, the Netherlands, UK, Sweden, Iceland, Finland. Let's go here. Australia, China, New Zealand, Jasco, PTY. Trish, refresh my memory. Is that where you are? That may not be. That doesn't sound right for some reason. But you can get in Australia. And there's look at Nightbot dropping my Plaid affiliate link. Like I said, if you click on the affiliate link, it doesn't cost you any extra, but I earn a few. Okay. So New Zealand, I was right. Okay. It didn't sound right for a moment. Okay. But so you can buy Plaid products at that Jasco PTY. I guess a party. But scrolling back up because I'm missing stuff in the chat. Let's see. Nancy said she's wearing her sloth onesie to stay warm because it's getting down to 35. That's pretty cold for your area. Well, actually, really cold. It is 24 right now. It was up in the 40s earlier. Scrolling. Did I miss Jen coming in? I did. Well, hey, Miss Jen Reeves. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to skip right over you. Welcome in. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Nancy says, too bad my bank account is empty right now. Oh, Nancy said no heater. I guess you probably don't need a heater too much down there. But let me stop sharing. But yeah, so y'all go check out plaidonline.com to find out all their sales. Like I said, I want to say the email I got said that it ends today. You know what? Let's just double check. I can look it up on my phone right quick. Maybe. Oop. Let's see here. Where did they send that to me? Right here. Promotions. You should be right. Okay, yeah. Final hours for 20% off of everything. Well, it doesn't say it ends today. It just says final hours. So I made the assumption that it was. But, so go there tonight after the live ends. Click on that little link. It'll take you over there. And if you order $60 or more, it's free shipping. And then, depending upon what you buy, you know, your shipping may be, I want to say before I was putting stuff in the cart because I wanted to get it up to the $60, but I also was doing it to see if my coupon code would work. It will not work on, like, so you can't use my coupon code to get an additional 15% off of the 20% off site-wide sale. But if anything that you put in the cart is not already on sale, because I think there were a couple of items that were excluded from the 20% off sale, and they may be excluded from coupon codes in general, but it doesn't hurt to try it just to see if it brings your total down. You don't enter the coupon code until after you get everything in your cart and go to the checkout. But let's see. Nancy says, yep, doesn't make sense to get one for the handful of days that it gets cold. Yep, just bundle up. And Nancy said, right, but 20% is more than 15. Exactly. And if you're watching this replay, if you're watching the replay of this live tomorrow or the next day or next week, then use my coupon code BeeCreative1, BeeCreative1, and then you'll save 15% off. So it's still, you'll still be able to get it, but the extra 25% off of the clearance pricing is where it's at. They do have some cross stitch kits that are really cute that I may get for next Christmas. They're like little stockings and then you cross stitch on them. They were really cute. And that kit, it came with a bunch. I want to say 30 supplies to make 30 for like $21, which I thought was a good deal. So, all right, y'all. We've been rolling about an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I thank each and every one of y'all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. If anybody would like to drop your channel link, Mr. Nightbot, since he's in the house, should drop your link. It's BeeYou. You can type it in the chat right quick and see if what Mr. Nightbot does. See if he'll drop it. There's Nancy typing it in. Let's see if Mr. Nightbot is on duty. And he is. Look at him. And also, too, for those that are coming in and wondering what else you can get at Plaid or what products Plaid makes, they make folk art. This camera being backwards is throwing me off. They make folk art. They make Waverly wax, Waverly chalk paint, any of the Waverly paints. They have folk art, which is what this was. They have so you can get these. You can get the Muranos, the gallery glass. They make apple barrel. Nope, that's more folk art. The reason I decided to team up with Plaid is because I have so many of their products that I was already using that I did not realize I was using. Probably one of their most well-known products that they make is Mod Podge. So if you've ever used any of the Mod Podge products, then you are using items from Plaid. These came from Walmart. These two plaques. They're made by Plaid. And Nancy says they also carry Arteza products now. Yes, they do. Grady D said, so glad I was able to get my tail back over here and see ya. She said, I enjoy seeing deals. And you, of course, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they also have crochet kits now at Plaid. So, and they, with the sale price, they're like $10 and under. And then they also, if you see several that you want, they have like where you can get a 2-pack or a 3-pack. So you can try 3 different ones for like, what was it, y'all? $18, I think. Is that what it was? 18, 20. Oh, I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Hold on. Scroll back over here. Our brands. They're made by Bacilla. You can also buy them at Walmart. Some of them, but they have more selection, a bigger selection online than they do at Walmart. And I'm just using Walmart because I have seen them at Walmart, but you can also get them at other craft stores. I'm sure Michael's probably has them. You can get Plaid products at Hobby Lobby. I don't know that they have the kits, but share screen again. This is what their little crochet kits look like. They're really cute. Oh, there's a boba tea one. Little mushroom. A s'mores. So some of them are on sale right now for $7.19. Others are on sale for $9.59. I've made Dan the Dino. He turned out really cute. He turned out cute. Okay, so here's the 2-packs. The 2-packs that you can get for $15.99, and they come with the little guys that are shown here. And then there was a 3-pack. There he is. Oh yeah, $18.39. So you can get the pizza, the mushroom, and the peas in a pod for $18.39. Or you can get the ice. Was it a cupcake, the boba tea, and cake for $18.39. So you get all 3 of them. And they do have like they have like a little QR code. So if you get stuck, you can scan that QR code. It'll take you to a video to help you out. So let's see here. Nancy was showing me when I share screen, it's giving her a black screen. I think it's just temporary, and then it should pop back up. I don't know why it's doing that. And it could be just that I'm not giving it enough time. Just trying to go live through YouTube just to test it out and see what all kind of things it can do. I do like how I'm still down here in the corner when sharing screen. It does a few things. I mean, there's a few things that I wish it would do, and perhaps it would. It does other things. I just haven't clicked on all the bells and whistles. It is quicker to be able to engage with your audience, like by starting a Q&A or starting a live poll. You can do that all from this screen, from where you're streaming from. So that's handy. But yeah. And I think if I wanted to incorporate, if I decide that I want to go through YouTube more often to do the live streams, I feel like I could probably put all of my videos on one, like have them in one folder, and then I could share screen to that folder and just play the video straight from there. But it's not as right at your fingertips as one of the other streaming services like StreamYard or Restream or Streamlabs, but I just thought I'd give it a try to see how it what other features they had added in here. And this may have always been here, and I just didn't know it because I don't go live through YouTube. Now, I will tell y'all, let me end this thing here, or stop screen sharing. I will tell you one thing that I did notice. Okay, so I scheduled the live from my cell phone, which is how I always schedule my lives, even when I'm doing it through StreamYard. I will go on my phone, I will get it scheduled, because usually when I'm thinking about it, I'm at work. So I schedule it on my phone, which is how I scheduled this one. So it scheduled the original live as a mobile, so it only would allow me to go live from my cell phone. I couldn't go live through my computer. And it would not let me change, like when I went here to see my live that was scheduled and I clicked edit, it wouldn't let me change the destination. So I had to go, so I canceled that live. So if you went over there first, that's why. I had to cancel it. I deleted it because I didn't want to stream on my phone. Tiny. I wanted to stream from the webcam. So I did have to go in and change that. But anyway, let's see here. Nancy says she has issues when she switches her camera. It always wants to use the overhead and then won't let her switch. Is that through YouTube or is that just in general? Y'all, that fuzz from that thing just choked me all up. I didn't try, she said through YouTube. I didn't try switching the camera. Honestly, I don't even know where that would be. I guess in the settings. Oh, y'all, sorry, I'm not meaning to cry on y'all. It just gave me a little tickle. Okay, so what is this? Pop out the dashboard. Don't want that. That's channel level settings. Overlay for breaks. What is that? Whew. I'm afraid to click on stuff. Okay, so if you pick out an overlay, that is above my pay grade. Okay, why won't you let me go? Discard changes. Yep, There we go. I'll have to play with that again later. I don't see an option to change my camera. Where's it at, Nancy? I know there is one, but I don't see it. Now, when I've gone live on my phone, I know I can flip the camera. But when I click on the camera, it says you don't have access to this feature. All of them over here say you don't have access to this feature. Oh, here's a manage. Nope, that didn't do anything either. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it some more. But I figured, you know what, just to test it out and see what this is all about. How StreamYard, all the streaming services do make it convenient to where you can put everything all in one place. Nancy says, yep, that's what I get. You don't have access to this feature for the camera. Which is weird because it didn't even give me the option to pick this camera because, oh, I know why. Oh, it's too late because I don't have the other camera plugged in. Well, though, but I still have the camera that's built into my laptop. So either way, I should still have two cameras connected. But the other camera is the one that's built into the laptop is horrific. So I don't use it ever. It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. But alrighty, y'all. Let's head out of here and go get a snack. Nancy says, yep, I have both plugged in and it still won't let me. Yeah, because that's as soon as I glanced over, I saw I don't have that one plugged in either. So, well, y'all, this is probably the last time you're going to see this hat because it's too big. Even though it started out with the live back here, it just pulls itself down somehow. It's soft. I mean, it's made out of chenille and it's very warm, but it's just too big. Too big for my head. Jen Reeves says, later, Gators. Later, Jen. Oh, it's on this side. I'm like, what is? I keep seeing something. It's yarn. It's yarn. Oh, that's what I didn't show y'all. Okay, so this is the other thing I've been doing this week. Okay, you know I told y'all about this yarn, the Brava from crochet.com. So I got 24 of these little mini skeins, these little baby skeins to try out all these different colors of the Brava. So one option I was thinking of is doing a blanket in the Catherine's wheel. That's one option I was thinking of doing. And this is that little yarn that I bought from that I got from Temu in the advent calendar last year. Now it's 2024, Christmas 2024. But so I'm thinking that's one option. And then another option is I was thinking about doing what is it called? The Apache Tears, the mosaic. And then I also thought maybe, just maybe, I would bust out the graph paper and go over to Tina's channel. She has a tutorial on how to create your own mosaic pattern. She gives you the all of the instructions on how to do your own. So I thought about maybe, just maybe, possibly, I would attempt to create my own mosaic, repeat, and then use to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Granny D says, after Wild Crocodile to Jen. Nancy said, you can make 24 itty bitty owls. I could actually probably make more because these have quite a bit of yarn in them, more so than I thought. But that would be a great thing to do with this yarn because it's very soft. I could make some itty bitty owls. Good idea, Nancy. because I still have a bunch of this that's not going to get used for much of anything, to be quite honest. But it made great. It was great for working up this little sample, rather than using the actual yarn that I want to use for the project. And it would be colorful, but I thought what I'd do is I would, start with, I don't know, maybe go from white to the gray to the black, and then from the black into like the darkest purple, and then work my way up the rainbow backwards instead of red, orange, or yeah. What do y'all think? Or I guess I could start with red. I could go, the Roy G. Biff, go all the way from red all the way up to violet, and then from violet go into the different shades. I don't know. What do y'all think? And by the time I got to that, but if I did all of them, all the colors, I may not need to go into the darker colors. I thought about too maybe making it into a scarf. I don't know. It's all up here. And in my notebook, I have been keeping track with my notebook. I have been keeping up with my 2026 notebook with all of the projects that I want to do. So, all right, y'all, let's go get a snack because now I'm hungry. And I will see y'all next week. So remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye. And end.